Hello everyone, it's FallenDice and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Adventures with FallenDice. So, we have fuel in all of our engines now. It's working really well, and in addition to that, we've actually built up quite a bit of a surplus of fuel, to be honest. Um, it's really buggy right now on the server, really laggy for some reason. One of the problems with lag is my quarry had stopped working because when you start getting lag, the water doesn't uh, function the way it's supposed to. So you end up with water sources that suddenly are destroyed. And when you get a couple of those in a cooling station, you no longer have coolant. So of course my fail safes are made to prevent anything from happening. But yeah, this one had completely emptied out. So when that emptied out, it shut my system down, which shut these down. So I think I'm waiting for the heat, the temperature to drop. Where are we at right now? Yeah, you can see how slow it went down. The server is just a bit laggy right now. But so when that happens, I'm basically down. But you can see even in here, I got all this fuel. So fuel is not a problem anymore for me. My little outfit out there is doing perfectly fine. Ooh, looks like we got a bad guy somewhere in the walls. But water is now an issue. So today, it's time to fix our water problem. So we are going to play with a new, I won't say a new addition because it's been in Burp Mod for a while, but something that's part of Burp Mod and it's going to be new to us, and that is cactus milk. Now, cactus milk was designed for the Nether. Reason being, you can't have water in the Nether, and when you're trying to do, big quarry projects in the Nether, one being for nether rack or nether rock nether brick, and stuff like that. Or if you're trying to set up a big farm and you need to clear out a large area for it, what we normally have to do is, just pumping lava into an engine, have fail safes on it to shut it off when it overheats, and it would just go on and then turn off and then turn on and turn off. Eh. So they decided to make a coolant that works in the nether, and that would be cactus milk. And it's basically just made from putting a whole cactus into I believe it's the fuel processor. I'll have to take a look into it. Let me see. But regardless, which means you can even grow it. No, it's not. Is it the filling machine? Yep, it is. Okay, it's in the filling station. All right, so you make it with the filling station, but it allows you because you can grow cactus in the nether. Because cactus doesn't require water, it just requires sand and no space. So you could actually set up a cactus farm in the nether feeding into a station for coolant and keep your engines cool. Other good thing about it, as it's made for lava, it does a really good job of cooling. So I kind of played around with it in creative, and one Antarctic gate on a single gold pipe coming out of one of our iron tanks was enough to cool 8 engines. I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to do one for each 4, so it'll be kind of similar to how we have, each bank of engines has its own water. Each one will have its own cactus milk, but what we'll do is we'll probably put up uh, an iron tank on this side and maybe an iron tank on that side or maybe on over here. We'll figure it out because I do have access to my quarries on this side here. But we'll use 2 iron tanks, maybe even like over here and here. And then from there we'll have 4 pipes coming off of each one going up to our 4 banks of engines. We won't need this anymore, so we can get rid of this whole thing in the middle. So we're going to be doing some adjusting of gates. So with that, actually I'm going to turn you off. We don't want to pump anymore. Try that again. Alright, so no longer pumping so that we can start emptying out the tanks. We'll leave our quarries running. Maybe I'll get my gates running, but we want to empty the tanks out here so when we do disassemble this area here to redo it, it'll have less wasted fuel. Because I hate wasting fuel. Even though I have, a lot now and continue to do it, I still not a big fan of wasting fuel. So, we're still planning on constructing or actually making our fuel over here. I like the idea of keeping all of my fuel processing in one area. And I got some unlit area here. I'll find him eventually. He'll annoy me. At some point, he'll finally annoy me enough to get rid of. But yeah, right through here, we have our fueling station. And I plan on setting up on this side for our cactus production. And unfortunately, it doesn't need as much stuff as this one did, because I don't have to process, so it won't match up as well. I'll have to be extra creative with this one, but I think I can figure out something. So that is our project for today, is to set up a cooling station, and I may just do more than I need to, just to keep it looking similar. But let me think about how I want to do this, and then I will be back shortly. All right. So I have actually come up with a pretty good way of doing this, and I think I'm gonna like how it looks. I'm gonna be using some crystal pipes, or not crystal pipes, crystal chests at the top for them to come in, so we can kind of see the cactus in there to take the place of the top row of this, and then we'll have 5 of the filling stations below. So you'll be able to, it'll match up on this side with what's over here. A little bit different. And then we're going to put 4 tanks, 4 stacks of tanks across the back here. These will feed in from the bottom underneath, you barely be able to tell, and then from the back it'll send the items upstairs to fill the tanks. And then from below we'll have the same thing here as what's over there, but instead of going across now, this is now going to go into here, and this row, oops, will then go through here. And this is how we'll get both our groups of things over to our actual power plant. All right. I need to turn something else off. I don't need to. Well, nothing's. I'm just gonna end up losing some fuel here, but that's all right in the rerouting of things. But I think before we do any further, I'm gonna go grab some pipes. Let's get this routed the way it's supposed to, so I don't have it impacting this side. And then we'll get started on first our processing into our tanks and then filling upstairs. Alright, so we got our crystal chests. Next item is going to be our filling station. That is, once again, this is a burp mod item, and it's made with cobblestone on the right and the left side, lapis on the top and bottom, and a tank in the middle. And that will again give us our filling station. The first part of this setup is going to be the storage. So we're going to do it just like over there. So we'll take our 5 crystal chests, and lining up across here means that they're going to go here, and yep, making sure they line up inside the wall, and then every other block will space another one, and that will give us our 5 of those chests. Now, I'm going to place in the smooth stone pipe behind it, and then I will destroy the chests again and then replace them, because what we want to do, and that was just for placement, is to put our facades in before, and this allows it to actually conceal the back wall a little bit better. And we're going to place them all the way across the back, even though I'm probably wasting some here because I'm going to be placing stone bricks between, but that's okay. Alright, so we got one that goes there, 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 and there. So now you only see the spot where the actual the item is back there. And then what we'll do is we'll actually place some stone bricks behind, so that when you look back there, you still see stone brick. It just kind of cleans up the look of things a little bit, which I really am enjoying. These facades, now that they actually work for the SMP, is very nice. I'm very happy that these are actually implemented now and usable. Alrighty. And like I said, actually these, yeah, it was kind of, and I think I can right-click them off, maybe. Let's get underneath them and find out. If I do that, no. I think I need an empty hand because it keeps trying to, or click something that can't place. There we go. Let's try this. Nope. Okay. In that case, we'll just have to destroy it and then replace it. But that way I'm not wasting. Let's see, and then I do stuff like that. They break very easily, unfortunately. All right, well, let me do this. Let me clean this up real quick, and then I'll be right back. Next part is now to get all of our cactus to work and be processed. And right now, it's just been coming over here. It's full, so obviously it's had nowhere to go. But now that we've got our pipes in place, now we can actually start doing something with it. So we're going to go ahead and set you here. And actually, since I guess I was using these slower ones, we'll stick you here instead. And, oops. Did not mean to cut that one off. I actually meant to break it there. Alright, I'll do that one more time. Let me pick all you up. I'm just going to have to let you suffer. I'm going to end up losing a lot of them on the way, but they should shoot out at me with speed. So normally I go 12. I don't know if there's an actual specific number as far as the best to go before it starts to slow down and you need to add one more, but it just seems like a decent number for me. So anyways, let me run this real fast and then I'll see you back over at the processor. Alright, so everything is connected now, so we'll have our items starting to come through here. And I know that there is definitely not enough items coming through to necessitate what I'm doing here. This is never about keeping up with the processes. This is all about aesthetics. This side had 5 inputs coming in, so this side has to have 5 inputs coming in. It's just the way it is. Same thing. This has 4 over here, so we're gonna have 4 tanks over here. Just the balance of the room. It's one of the things that I like, and it may be maybe a little OCD. Actually, it's a lot of OCD, but in the end, I think it looks good. So, anyway, our items are now coming in, and they will randomly end up in a different chest, and they won't stay there very long. But that is the way it is. At some point down the road, I may choose to add another layer to my cactus farm, so they'll come in more often. But it is what it is. When there happens to be one there, you'll see it in there. It's clever. It only takes glass to go from diamond to crystal. And I don't know, I probably could just stick regular chests up there, but I like the way it looks. So, alright, our next part of this now is going to be our wooden. And I need some more gates. So I have a ton of those. Let me go grab those real fast and I'll be right back. Alright, so the next part of this is going to be just the simple bringing the items down. And these will be going directly into our fillers. And I get rid of that one. That doesn't need to be here. And I'm still leaving access because I will need to go back there to route. Actually, I'll be going underneath. So I think I can go ahead and start closing this up now. Alright. And all these actually have to have the space down to here, which means I also need to add that in so that the space behind our pipe is looks the same, has the same background. Let's see, one more, and I'm putting in all these torches just to not give like a single space where a zombie or something could spawn, because trust me, I already have one spot that I need to track down. Alright, at this point, let's see, I think our filling stations are right here. Cool part about the filling stations, don't need any power, don't need anything. They will automatically start taking our items and converting them. Let's see, if I add in a gate at this point, and then just simply say item in inventory, give me a pulse, it will drop our cactus down inside of here, and then as soon as it does, you'll see it converted into our cactus milk. Um, there it goes. Okay, take a sec there. So we'll watch it drop in. I think it's going to fill up 2 layers of the filling machine of worth of cactus milk when it does drop into here. There it goes. Cool. So now we have cactus milk. And I don't have access to any of these, but I'm not worried about it because I don't really need it. It's automatically going to drop down into here. Now, let me see. We'll go ahead, place in. Oh, you were already what I wanted. Oh well. Place in our stone bricks on the bottom here. And then we're going to be placing our wooden waterproof pipes down here now. Do I have any or do I need to make some? I can do both, I believe. Alright, yeah, we'll make some. I need 5 of them. Alrighty. And then I might as well just automatically get going on this part here because we're going to be taking it from underneath and I'm going to be placing facades again. But I need to place them before I put in my wooden pipes once again so we get more of our area concealed from underneath. Let's see, and I need my iron pipes as well. Alright, iron waterproof and golden waterproof, which, let me make some of those real fast. Alrighty. So our first one doesn't need any direction, but that one will. Oops. Putting in wooden instead of golden. Alright, there we go. And then it's just going to alternate back and forth, so we continue to send all of our fluids down a single path, and then for some reason I don't have a wrench on me. How is that possible? Alright, let me grab a wrench and I'll be right back. Well, that was crazy. I didn't have a single wrench on this entire area, and I had like 3 or 4 of them, so I guess I took them all to my cavern, which is where I've been working when I've been at work. My internet connection is not the greatest. I have a little wireless kind of internet thing from Verizon, and it works good, but where I work at is not the best connection. So unfortunately, I I cannot even play in this area here. It will crash the game over and over and over. So I can only go in areas where I don't have a lot of stuff in happening. So what I usually end up doing is I go to the cavern, and I've been working on mining and getting a lot of work done over there. But I apparently must have left it over there. So anyway, so now you can see facades in the bottom to help this look a little bit better. And then we'll go ahead and place our waterproof wooden pipes on top, I think. There we go. Make sure they're all facing the correct direction, coming from the top, feeding the bottom. So right now, we are good here, and I think we're probably almost full. Nope, only a couple. Because again, this is a slow process, so I really may actually have to up my my cactus farm. We'll have to see how much of this I go through. So I may stick with water for a little bit until I have a nice ample buildup, and then I'll convert it and watch and see if the iron tank starts to go down. If that's the case, then we'll have to increase the yield on our cactus farm. But that gets us over to this point. Now I can go ahead and fill all this in because this side of the room is completed other than gates. And like I said, now I have the same number of blocks, same style, got the wooden pipes and everything, about to put the gates on. So it balances the room. To me, it makes it look good. So I'll put my gates on here real fast, and then I'll be right back. All of our gates are on. They are now running, and I just noticed that this one is in the wrong position. Alright, so they're all pulling from up top to the bottom, and we basically have fluids in our tanks now. And these should actually be pumping down now. although I'm not, so I'm wondering, does it need to come... Oh, I could have sworn it could come from the bottoms as well. I thought I tested that. Let me give it a sec to find out why it's not pumping down. Just in case, maybe I do need to change the position of where we're pumping. No, okay, there we go. Apparently we just got some issues right now with lag or something. Is your set items in inventory pump? Items inventory pump. Okay. It's doing it. I guess it was just taking a sec. Again, like I said, our server is kind of lagging a bit right now. Alright, so that means now we're ready to start the next part of this. Alright, so the first one is going to go here. And I'm basically planning on, like I said, I'm going to line it up exactly identical to what's there. So we got 2 blocks in between. And we'll go there. And then after that, it's 1 each. Okay. Now before I put in my tanks, I got to run my piping. So let's see. You're actually going to go underneath here, because we're just going to pump stuff into these from underneath. That is my plan, so it'll be mostly concealed. All right. And we'll do the same thing. We'll put the facades over top of the piping, so that it'll make it basically invisible. And it will, as soon as I place tanks above, they'll instantly start filling up the tanks. So I don't have to worry about gates for this part, which is good. Put you there, there, and there. And then I can just add in my stone blocks again. Now, the reason for waiting is I then need to get my fluids up top. So I'm thinking that way. Up there's which one? There we go. That's where we're gonna go up. So let me head up top real fast, and I'm gonna basically we're gonna recreate over here what we did over there. And actually I was off by a spot. It needs to go here. Alright. Get the rest of these blocks fixed back again. And so we'll head over here so you can kind of see what we did over here again. But we use the facades to run up here and then across the top and then drop down inside. And we're going to do the same thing. So let's see. I need to take you all the way up to the top. And then we'll head up top. And I've added a ladder to give me access up there. So we'll put in all the piping and then come back and facade everything back up again. Man, I love these facades. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to come over here to get access because of this water source. There we go. Okay. So let's see. Is that all I got left? I'm going to have to go make more of this. Dang it. Well, that's the way it goes. Now, out of curiosity, I think the only... Yep, good. Didn't need to worry about sandstone. It only will enter the iron tank where it's got the actual... I forget what that block was called. But it's where it's meant to connect in, so... Alright, let me go grab some more blocks and I'll be right back. Alright, got our piping, so I should be able to... Yep, there we go. And then I'll probably have to jump to make that connection. There we are. Bring these all the way down. The only thing about the facades that I wish worked a little bit better is the where it connects to the windows. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite connect all the way. It still sees it as a pipe. It doesn't connect up with the facade, so it's only a partial window. But I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't like, but that being the worst one, I can definitely live with that. So, all right, let's head back downstairs. I want to complete the connection here, so I can start putting in the tanks because we're probably starting to get filled up here. Yep, these are too full, can't put out anymore. And then I got to go in. I'm going to take all the previous cactuses I've had, and I think I'll hook up a gate on that chest over there and just kind of pump them through. But let's see. That connects you to there, and that connects us to there. All right, actually, let me put in the pipes first. And I need to use wooden pipes. Waterproof wooden pipes. Do I have any more? Nope, I'll make 3 more. Alrighty. Didn't mean to throw you. You know what? I'm just going to grab you for now. Okay. Oh, that's why the server's so bad. Someone's draining a quarry. One of the things that we do, you know, to kind of help with when you're doing a quarry is to place water at the top, and that lets you convert all lava um, into obsidian. So you get obsidian blocks instead of lava, and it also allows it to continue to do its job all the way down. Unfortunately, the only problem we have with that is when they go to drain them, the lags the server all the way. It hitting blocks 4 or 5 times, and I try to do it myself when there's nobody on. I've been kind of trying to find when I'm on the server. Unfortunately, sometimes it happens when there's a lot of people on, and like I said, it pretty much grinds it to a halt. But it's one of those things. So yeah, you can see I'm trying to eat here, and it's not working so well. All right, that one comes over to here. And actually, I may have to put in a iron here to prevent it from going the other direction. Actually, I meant to have that down here. All right. Let's see, we'll put you here. Nope. You're already there. Okay. Oh man, this leg is killing me. Oh, it's killing me. Dang it. All right. Let's see. We'll put you here, and then we'll make sure you're heading into this direction. Come on. I'm gonna hit you again. Oh, come on. Oh, is it because I don't have it going anywhere? Let's see. I think I need to put one here as well. Alright. You need to be facing up, and you are. Now you can be facing... Oh, come on. Really? That's because I have no tank here. Alright, I'm going to have to fix this one later. So I'll leave me a hole to get at it. Alright, do I still have my facades? I do. Alright, so we'll put one on you, and one on you. Alrighty. And then we'll just place actual stone bricks underneath. I gotta make a spot for you as well. Again, I just want to keep everything looking... Oh, good grief. Keep everything looking pretty. It's a funny thing to say, but it is the truth. Alright, let's see. Let's grab my tanks now. And I still will need to get back there. I just realized I need to get back there. Oh, I had gates. I have to still get back there to... not gates, tanks. To apply my gates to the back. That's why gates were on my head, or on my mind. Let's see. There we go. So now when I put that to there, I should be able to turn this now. No, you're not going to let me. Okay, wow. Fine. So we'll just have to do it this way. Alright, let me fix this real fast off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got this... went and put like a iron here and kind of went around the back. So now they're all pulling out from their tank, and then they're all being routed up. And that is what the goal was. Now the next thing we need to do is apply our gate. And the gate I plan on doing here is different from the normal one. It's not going to be an inventory full type one because I actually want to see the liquid in the tank. So this one is if the tank is full, then it's going to pump. So we'll get to have full tanks here in this room to kind of match up because you usually have water going through here. So these will always be full. And once it's full, it'll actually turn on for a little bit, pump a little bit out, which will make room for the next one. So they'll at least always be full looking. At least that's the intention. We'll see exactly how this works out, but hopefully it works out pretty good. So we'll put this last one on, and then we'll go ahead and button this all up, and then I'll show you how it looks. Alrighty, so all of these are now wired up. Now it's just a matter at the moment of filling them in with our stone bricks from behind. Oh, I need to fix this real fast. That needs to have a facade placed on it. There we go. Now I can place in all my tanks, and they'll start filling up from the bottom like the one over here. There we go. Got the same same lines over there. Then I need 2 more waterproofs. Let's see, 2 more waterproofs here. And that will be for the output of our 2 iron tanks. Inventory management for the loss. Alright, so put 1 there for you, 1 there for you. Alright, and I can go pick those back up again. Let's see. These are just going to be, I need to put some red pipe wire on these as well, because this is going, I think they should be the last 2 of these, so I can get rid of some of the stuff here. These ones will just always be on, so it has the high speed. So let's see. No red pipe signal. Oops. We want pulsar. There we go. So these will constantly be on, and that allows it to get full maximum power, kind of like I've said before, like a redstone engine that's on max power. Let's see. I need 1 of you to make sure that we're sending it the proper way. There we go. And then you guys just connect like this, and that should once again mirror this side once it starts to fill up with cactus milk. Cool. Now, to help speed up the process, like I said, I'm going to go add a gate, which means I need a gate. And okay, I got both kinds. Okay, good. And we're going to go take the output of our cactus farm chest, which is completely full. And, whoops, that wasn't where I thought I was going. All right, we'll just head up that way. I'll meet you over there, but we're going to feed that into our system. All right, so now we're over here. I've tied this into our system, and I've got the constant on so we can get this thing heated up and moving quickly. But I figure we'll also reach in and grab a bunch of these to manually add in. But you can see it's already heading down. They'll speed up once they hit the golden, but this manually inputting them in should definitely speed up our producing process. And I'm going to hold off on, like I said, putting anything over there to actually use these yet until after after I've got a nice surplus built up. Because again, I don't know how much I'm going to go through running these engines. I don't know if I've got enough to continually keep this supplied, and until I know for sure, we'll just experiment. And then after that, we'll add in our tanks over in the basement underneath our power plant, and then we'll start feeding them in. But for now, I'm going to let these build up a little bit. Alright, so here we go. Everything is set up right now. I do think that I need to add some red pipe wire and do the keep these heated up trick, because unfortunately they are definitely not keeping this, they're not filling it up quickly enough. So I need to get them moving a lot more because considering I have 5 of these filling machines completely filled up right now, and it's a little bit later, and these aren't even filled. That just lets me know that I've got to add more to this. So I'll add the red pipe wire and change that. I fixed the wall back here where they're going in, so this kind of looks better. Um, the next thing to do would be over in the power plant where we're gonna basically use all this, but I am not ready to do that quite yet. That is going to be an episode all by itself just to do that because we are going to have to rip out all of my gates in my engines since we won't be using water anymore. There we go. Since we're not going to be using water anymore, I won't be getting the signals back from the water engines that I was using as part of my logic. And in addition, I've got the engine safe conditions now that they've added in the our burp mod. So I need to change all those anyway, and then we'll rearrange that entire room. So basically, that our next episode is going to be ripping out the water coolant area and rebuilding it, and basically completing our going green episodes. Because yeah, we're going to be running 100% on biofuel and cactus milk, and that'll make it so we don't have to worry about water sources drying up anymore and finding oil and any of that kind of stuff. 100% green. So, yeah, this is, I think, is looking really good. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.